title is So You Want a Car. Every day we encounter numerous situations in which we must negotiate with someone, whether it's a boss, supplier, customer, friend, or family member. It is important to learn the skill of negotiating because, face it, everything is negotiable. You just need to learn how to ask. Today, SueAnn Kern, with the assistance of Annette LeBois, will share with us the art of negotiating in Project 2 of the Interpersonal Communication Manual, The Successful Negotiator. This project involves multiple parts. SueAnn will present a 4 to 5 minute speech about negotiating. SueAnn and Annette will role play the situation, the negotiation situation, about buying a car for 3 to 5 minutes. And then a 2 to 3 minute follow-up Q&A in which all are welcome to participate. The negotiation situation that will be played out is based on a real conversation between SueAnn and her daughter, who feels she needs a car for winter break and to take it back to college. The entire presentation will be between 9 and 13 minutes. Welcome, SueAnn.
So picture this. You're sitting at a conference table, and the person across the room from you says, "I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse." How do you feel? Feel like you're being hustled, huh? This isn't a negotiation. That's a swindle. Every day in life, there are so many opportunities that we have to negotiate. Not just big things like buying a house or buying a car or going through a divorce, but even little things like, where do you want to go for dinner? What movie do you want to see? Face it, even dog training requires negotiation, right? But here's something you didn't know. Negotiation actually begins with a B. So here are the 5 B's of negotiation. Be prepared, be a detective, be honest and assertive. I'm sorry, be optimistic and honest, but be assertive and not manipulative. And then finally, be in control of your emotions. These are the basic concepts of negotiation before you even get started. So be prepared. Do your homework before the negotiation. Know what the other person is challenged with. Know what their scenario is. Know what you want to get out of it. What are you willing to trade? What are you not willing to give up? What are you legally obligated to do? What are you legally entitled to? You need to understand the other party's interests and demands because they're not the same thing. The interests are the things that they need. The demands are the things that they want, the whole enchilada. So go in prepared. Next, be a detective. Throughout the entire negotiation process, listen. Listen to what they're saying. Look and follow their body language because all of that will tell you as the negotiation is happening, are you getting close? Are they getting afraid? And then you can adjust your strategy accordingly. Listen 70% of the time. Ask open-ended questions, not yes-no questions. And then take that information that you're getting and use that to make a successful deal. Third, be optimistic and be patient. If you're optimistic, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you go in thinking, I'm going to come out of this and I'm going to be happy with the outcome, guess what? The pressure releases. And if you don't feel pressure, you are less likely to make a decision in a hurry or take the all or nothing approach. If you focus on the other person's pressure, then you can also feel like you're more in control. If they feel pressure coming from you, they might exploit it and take advantage of it. So be optimistic and be patient. Fourth. be assertive. Being assertive means that you are taking care of your own needs. Being aggressive means that you don't care about the other person's needs. And if you go in with an aggressive stance, things are going to fall apart. Nobody wants to be hustled. Nobody wants to be manipulated. But you need to go in with an assertive posture so that the other party knows that you are willing to make a deal, but you're also willing to walk if you don't find as an acceptable solution. The last, fifth B of negotiating is be in control of your emotions. Go in, take the power stance, and just understand that everything is going to be okay, that you are not going to have this fight or flight situation where you're afraid. Be in control of your emotions, and that will also help you to not hurry and to not just take any offer that's given to you. So those are the 5 B's of negotiation. And now we're going to have a quick role play. Let me just review them real quick. Be prepared, be a detective, be optimistic and patient, be assertive, and be in control of your emotions. So Annette will assist me in a quick little role play about my daughter who wants a car. Hi, honey, welcome home for Christmas.
Mom, I'm so happy to be here.
And I'm so excited that you have worked so hard to get these shadowing opportunities at the veterinary clinics in town over Christmas. I know you worked so hard at that.
It wasn't easy.
No, but you're very diligent. And I also understand that you're going to need a car.
Yeah, it's really important. There's so many opportunities for me to learn, and if I have to wait for the bus, it's every half an hour. I don't have time for that, and still be able to learn everything I need to learn.
Well, we've got a really good bus system. You're home for 3 weeks. So how do you think we can resolve this between my car, maybe you can use my car when I'm working, your dad's car, have you talked to your dad? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking
What would be
that,
ideal?
how about I drop you off at work, and then I can have the car, and I'm coming back at the end of the day.
That would be great. What time are you working at the clinics?
I don't know yet. Whenever he needs me.
Okay. Well, you'd also mentioned something about an internship when you go back to school
Oh yeah,
in LA.
that's really critical.
Have you thought about what it will entail having a car in LA?
Oh yeah, because I've tried the bus system, and it sucks. Mom, you wouldn't believe how many crazy people on the bus. It's not safe for me to be on the bus every day, because it's just crazy in LA. Gang members, you should see, I mean, people are wearing red and blue all over the place.
You're right in the middle of downtown LA, so I understand that. Have
So
you,
I'd be much safer if I have a car.
safer in LA, yes. Have you looked into an Uber, or where is the parking? Where would you park the car?
I did look into Uber. See, if I had my own car, I could Uber when I wasn't working, and that would help pay for the gas.
You would Uber when you're not working.
Yeah,
You would use the car as an Uber? You would be an Uber driver? Is
I
that
could do that. And then
interesting?
that would help pay for the gas that I need to get to the internship.
Okay, Jess, I looked into this, and I found that parking at your sorority house is $700 a semester. Did you know that? Did you check into that?
Uber. See? Uber. Uber.
And then if you park if you park elsewhere on campus, it's around $500. Have you looked into how much car insurance and car payments would be?
Well, you own the car. So I
How
think
much I think you pay? I've got an idea. Let's sit down and pencil out the numbers. I can show you the numbers I came up with. And let's talk about maybe just hiring an Uber to take you around and when you're at school, because I know that's important. You want to get into vet school and we need these experiences. And then I have a friend who works at Enterprise, and he's offered us a killer deal on a car rental over winter break. How would that work for you?
I think that I like the car rental idea. I get a convertible.
In the middle of winter, I'm going to give you a killer deal on that. You get a great deal on convertible. Been there, done that, by the way.
Cool, thanks.
Do you think that would work? And would you be comfortable taking an Uber at school? Because having looked at the prices of insurance and car payments and parking, I think an Uber might actually be cheaper and maybe a little safer.
So I get an Uber card?
You on your app on your phone. We'll talk.
No, I mean, you can pay for my Ubers. What I want to know.
Yes, we will pay for your Ubers.
Sure, I can do that.
I can do that. And then maybe we'll readdress this next summer when you come home for summer break.
Awesome.
Does that sound fair to you?
That sounds great. Thanks,
Good.
Mom.
Did you talk to my daughter? Mom, will you pay for my Uber? And it's your car, you've got to pay for it. It's your car. That is exactly how it goes down in my house. So, what are your thoughts on our negotiation process? What did you see? How did we take the 5 B's into account? Julio.
In life, you don't get what you want, you get what you negotiate.
Absolutely true. Very good. I was looking for quotes last night. Next time I do this speech, I will remember that.
Call me.
Did you end up with what you wanted to achieve?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had the hardest time with this speech because I realized that I just never negotiate. I just always get what I want. But maybe that's the art of negotiation. When you leave the negotiation, you feel like you got what you want. Jessica is going to have transportation this winter break, and she has been given basically a free ride with her Uber app to be able to pursue these internships. So she got what she wants, I get what I want, and then everybody's happy. You've heard the win-win, right? Anybody?
What if you get what you want, but hypothetically your daughter doesn't get what she wants, which is a moped at the school? Because we did that same thing, and she said, your ride a car is too expensive. I'll get a moped. And I said, no, you're not getting a moped.
Well, that's
in the discussion.
Right, exactly.
So she didn't get what she wanted. I'm just wondering how I could have.
Well, then maybe you have to think outside the box. You think, well, she wants a moped. Why does she want the moped? Because I don't know where she's living, but where is she wanting to go with this moped?
To school, from her.
Just driving back, going back and forth from school.
She never actually wanted the car. It was all a setup. I didn't know until I. Gone through that whole thing, and then she boom.
So maybe your question is, how can you be smarter than your child?
Yeah.
That's my next speech.
And it seems like negotiation is really a decision needs to be made. So at some point, a decision has to be made. You don't necessarily need to keep going over and
Well, when you
exploring.
go into the negotiation, the whole purpose is to come out with a mutually agreeable solution. However, if you feel like it's not going in that direction, that you are not going to be able to make the mutually agreeable solution, whether for you or for the other person, it's okay to say, let's readdress this, let's go home, think about other options, and come back tomorrow. Let's do, so you don't necessarily have to, but be willing to walk. Be willing to walk. Take care of yourself, take care of your interests. That's part of being assertive. Take care of your interests.
And I would think a negotiation with your daughter is going to be a lot different than a negotiation with a business partner, because you do have ultimate authority. Because it is your credit card that's going to be charged, and you do have a responsibility for her safety, on the moped thing, and
Absolutely.
whatnot. And there are things that you just say, hey, sorry, this one is not negotiable, or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Whereas you wouldn't necessarily have any different businesses.
In addition to that, negotiating with your 12-year-old daughter is different than negotiating with your 20-year-old daughter, because you want to give them that power to make them feel like they're an adult. You don't want to just say, no, I'm the mom, and that's why. So
I really like the way you asked her what she thought, what the scenario looked like in her head. I really liked that.
thank you. Thanks. Jude? Thanks very much.